and pour me a cup of that Joe. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, baby. Let's start the show.
There's a full bedroom set in here.
Yeah, it looks like IKEA. Is that a mom?
It's almost it's a full bedroom in
It's
here.
actually an Ipkiss.
An Ipkiss.
Yeah, this is the IKEA Stanley Ipkiss. It was named after Jim Carrey's character in The Mask. And as you can see, it's all designed very similar to his apartment.
Todd, are you living in here now?
I mean,
Because you are in a robe drinking a hot cup of coffee. And it seems like you just rolled out of bed. You do have a shower cap on.
yeah. Well, listen,
So you know he sleeps in a shower cap, too.
Do you sleep in a shower cap, or are you heading to the shower soon and you don't want to mess your hair up?
Well, you guys caught me. I sleep in a shower cap. You see, I tend to, at night, sometimes I'll try to drink water, and in my days of sleepiness, I'll spill it all over myself. And I don't want to go back to sleep with wet hair, so I just wear the shower cap.
So, but you are pretty much soaked from the neck down.
Yeah. Well, see, as you can see, there's an empty pitcher over there. That's my water pitcher that I keep next to my bed. And I try to get a few drops every night, but I really drink that water in a daze, so I'll spill it all over myself.
You look
Quite
dehydrated. Doesn't look like you're getting any of the water in your mouth.
No, and I'll tell you what, I thought this coffee would help, but it's doing the
No,
opposite.
come on, Todd. Good grief, man. I'll tell you what, I think you need to figure out something, man, because I'm worried for you, honestly. I feel like every time I see you, you look a little bit worse.
Well, I had a good thank you.
No, it's not a compliment. It's the opposite of a compliment, Todd. I'm worried about you.
I had a great lead on a place. It was a bachelor, which is, I guess, what I am now.
Oh, come on, Todd.
No, it is.
Wow, you're accepting it.
Well, I mean, at a certain point, it's either go to jail because of a restraining order or say the words, we are divorced, you know. You say the words and...
That was the ultimatum? It was either go to jail or just say you're divorced?
Well, I broke the restraining order again, according to my wife and the law.
Which was on a second date with me.
That's right. I have fallen in love with your lunch lady alter ego,
Bethany Hart.
Bethany Hart.
Yes, and I very much, while I am Bethany, am very much in love with you.
Yeah. And we were really hitting it off. And for our second date, I know that this is not what you wanted, but I tried again to show you off to my ex-wife. And she said, this is the last straw. And she called the cops. And, I think it's an unfortunate restraining order. How are you supposed to stay 25 feet away from the woman you love? But
the restraining order is a 25-foot restraining
25 feet?
That's
That's
right.
pretty small.
Honestly, you could throw a rock that far, Todd.
and I've tried. I can't.
You have a terrible arm.
No, and don't
I was
throw rocks at
standing
women,
26
Todd.
feet away from my
we were
ex-wife
both-
and her
Todd,
new
we
were
boyfriend, and I tried to peg him, and I couldn't
We were
get him.
both throwing rocks at
You
his
tried to peg him to
ex-wife.
return the favor, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, we tried. We were.
Yeah.
Well, I was publicly stoned by my ex-wife's new boyfriend, the 17-year-old basketball star.
A biblical punishment out in the town square.
And I thought they would come, when people started coming out, I thought they were going to come out and say, no, stop it. But they gathered around and they cheered and they
were
wanted
hooting.
a bloodbath.
They were hooting and hollering.
It was chaos in the town
What
square.
is his
Bible
name? That
times.
kid, there's something about that kid. When he's doing something, you just want to get behind it.
I refuse to remember his name.
He gave a couple people leprosy.
That's right. That's right. He did an opposite Jesus.
That's what he was saying in the town square.
And somehow this
I'm
guy's
opposite Jesus.
And somehow this guy's the hero. I don't understand, honestly, Todd. I mean, I respect you more than a lot of people.
Recording?
Oh, good God! Yeah, we've been recording this whole time.
He put
Damn
the
it! Hang on. Well, hey, hang on. We'll get back to it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge. This is the first, best, and only podcast relevant to Hamilton High School students and the issues they experience. I, of course, am your host, Mr. Howard Levis, joined by my three colleagues. Guys, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Todd Padre. theater teacher and director of the upcoming student one-man show starring me.
Hi, I'm previously Bill Cravey, now Bethany Hart. Bill was the Spanish teacher and also the basketball coach. He was fired. I returned to the school dressed as a woman and was hired as the main lunch lady, Bethany Hart.
My name is Sam Weatherman. I run Crazy Limousines, and I am the one-stop shop for all.
You got the name you wanted.
You trademarked it?
Yeah, baby.
Crazy Limousines. Okay.
I would assume that you would try to lean away from the fact that your driving is crazy, and that's what scares people.
If anything, it should have been straight down the middle of the road limousines.
What do they say? Any publicity is good publicity. So
I feel
when
like
they
this
put
is
me
an
on the
instance
news
where
as
that's
crazy
not true.
man crashes in a crazy fashion, I said, hey, that's 1, 2, and I'll make it 3.
Sam, I don't know.
Crazy Limousines, we're taking you to the prom this year. I also used to teach driver's ed and ASB.
Oh yeah, that is right. You were relieved of duties.
Yes, I wasn't fired. I'll still be getting paid, but I was relieved of my duties.
Hold on, how did you work that out?
What?
How did you work that out?
Because it turns out I'm a pretty big deal, and they can't.
Well, you're tenured here, right?
Yeah, I'm tenured here.
You
and
recently
also
became tenured.
Yeah, they said that everybody feels bad for me, so they can't fire me or something. I didn't really get it, but I'm happy.
Wow.
So anyway, I'm driving and crashing limousines full time now.
Yeah, well, your first ride was a local country celebrity, Kenny Flipman.
Yeah.
And he didn't even get into the car before you crashed it.
That's right. That's right. I was backing up in his cul-de-sac. He's got a beautiful house over on Stanford Ranch Road, and I was backing into his cul-de-sac.
Now, were you just starting to back up, or did you make your way to his house in reverse?
Well, it was a big problem. I accidentally went there, nose in, realized there's no way I'm going to be able to get back out of here.
Okay.
So I'm backing out of his cul-de-sac, and I clip 3 cars, and so I make the turn, and then I'm backing in, and I clip the other 3 on
You
the
just
other side.
counted on your hand. It looked like you counted more than 3, but then you decided to say 3.
Oh, sorry. I hit 3 sets of 3 cars. I hit 9 cars on the first side, 12 on the second.
Good.
Anyway,
gosh.
Crazy Limousines, come and get them. We have popcorn in the back.
And
Come and get 'em?
And hold on. I saw you driving by the other day very scarily in reverse, and there's no
Was I wearing my mask?
Yes. You were wearing a mask.
Okay.
You were wearing
Oh, this was Thursday then.
yes.
Yeah.
What was that mask of?
Huh? Oh, it's like a human face, but it's bigger.
Yeah.
So it looks really crazy. It looks like a guy with a head that wears like a size 12 hat is driving.
It's upsetting. It's like a Ron Perlman kind of face.
Way bigger. But yes.
But there's no receptacles for this popcorn in the back. It's just loose in the back of the limousine.
Yeah,
Is that
like I
correct?
said, we have popcorn in the back. Bring your own tub.
Well, that'll be good for anybody who gives it a shot on prom night this year. We say stay safe, and in this case, I think that means don't drive drunk, and also maybe choose a different means of transportation besides
Crazy limousines.
I
How
think
are
you
ticket sales for the prom?
Sold out.
Sold out.
Sold out.
Right.
Miss Holloway, though, is currently in a coma. From what I understand,
It was a stampede.
It was a stampede because they had to reissue tickets due to some mistakes that were made in the first round, and everybody was going to get their new tickets.
And she was already in the hospital, right?
The mistake was an address mistake that was addressed to Todd's play, right? At the
Todd had
press white
changed
strips.
Huh. Is that so?
You know this, Todd.
So all these prom tickets. Well, as you all know, some idiot scheduled prom on the same night as the opening night of my one-man show. The story of my life, Todd Padre, a one-man show, and then close colon.
Which is also co-starring your class, right? Which it should be for them.
Yeah, that's right. Well, a lot of the theater students and parents were a little upset that the students were not able to act in the play, so I made them trees, and that was upsetting to everybody. So I said all 45 of them could open for me. They could do 5 minutes. Now a lot of
Each
people are
or
saying,
combined?
What's that?
Each or combined. Okay.
A lot of people are saying, you know what? That's stand-up, not theater.
Right.
So I said, well, what the hell do you want from me? So I'm letting these kids write up a show, and they can do it. They get 5 minutes before my play. They're my opening act, and they can write a one act and do whatever the hell they want with it.
You're
But
not
come
gonna
see
be
my
directing
play
it, or-
afterwards. I'm really getting out a lot of stuff about my marriage, a lot of things I'm going through. It's all based on truth and reality, and I really hold up a mirror to society.
I read in the paper there was in the crime reports. It looks like your daughter reported to the police that you tortured her for information about your play.
Well, that's right. As you know, my daughter is cash poor.
Yes. She has a lot of assets that she's trying to sell around town.
That's right. And I ended up. We got a Diet Coke spill.
All over your new bed.
Right. Oh, God damn it!
So at least it didn't get on your hair.
Oh, yeah. See, now if you all had been wearing shower caps, this wouldn't be an issue.
Wipe it up with your shirt.
With your flannel.
Oh, Jesus. Now, that flannel is already soaked with a lot of Diet Coke already, it looks like. Is that something you regularly do, Howard?
All the time. I'm a spiller.
Oh, no, that's not a flannel. That's a Levi's denim.
Yeah.
Levi's denim made to look like a flannel.
Yeah.
Different shades of denim.
And we're wiping this up.
Now, are we going to let the cat out of the bag on this or not?
Hello. Hello, Craig. How are you? Thank you for bringing in those paper towels. It's just me, Bethany, your lunch lady.
Thanks for bringing in the paper towels, Craig. Our lunch lady Bethany is doing the podcast now instead of Bill Craig.
Yes, I'm not him. Goodbye. Whew, that was close.
Close call.
I'm pretty good at this character. It's pretty seamless now. In and out.
You went into it very quickly.
Absolutely. Mr. Levis, you are up in the polls, right? Despite the Anthony's Wiener scandal.
At the moment, yeah, it's looking. I have a 3-point lead.
You really let the incumbent mayor have it in that debate.
That was a great debate. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, you guys.
You screamed at her.
That was a great debate. You screamed at her, and she politely responded with good points, salient points, and you lost.
Right, and the her we're referring to is actually the mayor's wife.
Right.
Because our incumbent mayor is a man.
That's true.
But his wife...
You let his sweet wife have it.
Yeah, you demanded to debate his wife, and
his strategy...
tore her apart.
You demanded to debate his wife, that's right. And he tried to show up to the debate, but you made sure security would not allow him on site.
Right, what were you screaming? She doesn't need his strength, something like that?
Well, you heard it right.
That's rough.
She doesn't need his strength. I know. See, I'm the kind of person who I believe that regardless of gender, everyone is equal in terms of their capacity to
That's
make a point.
progressive, good.
Right? I listen to women the same way I listen to men, okay?
Right.
And everybody knows the mayor's points of view, right? Everybody knows that. But if he dies, who becomes mayor? His wife. That's the way it works.
The rule.
Yeah,
That is
so
the
progressive, very
yeah.
progressive.
So I
And
want
then if
it,
she dies, it's one
their
of her children.
Yeah, it's sort of a,
Again,
you
very
know,
progressive
the way
city.
the way it works in our city, it's sort of like a monarchy.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to get her philosophies out there on the table. You know what I mean? And it's not my fault that she couldn't defend herself.
There was a while where there was a dachshund who was our mayor for about 6 years, about 10 years ago.
After
the whole family died.
the whole family died in a plane crash.
Yeah, and their pet had to take over.
Thank God they left someone at home, huh?
Someone.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I mean,
you don't
that
want to travel
town-
with your pet.
Yeah,
Well,
the town could have really gone under there, but thank God we had the wise leadership of Perry the Dachshund.
That dachshund was the first mayor to get us back into the black.
Absolutely. We were losing money hand over fist with all these humans.
And the dachshund came in and invested in Pets.com. This was 10 years ago after Pets.com had gone down, but a new one had.
Yeah.
Well, we all know the story.
Well, and you're going to have Sadie the dachshund's son as your running mate. Is that correct?
Yeah, and a lot of
That's
people
a huge get.
A lot of people said it's a bad idea to have the runt dachshund be your running mate, but I said, you know what? That dachshund has had the hardest life of anybody.
It is.
the runt.
Its
So it's the
runt.
its
It's the
intestines are outside of its body.
That's right. It has
Dear
it has an inguinal hernia.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I haven't
it's
seen
a
this
bad
fucking monster.
I honestly don't think it's going to make it through the campaign, but I love
Hey,
that you're dragging it around.
It's a symbol, though. It's a symbol.
That dachshund is the
symbol.
Bob Dole of dogs running for election.
It is. Yeah. I think it's a symbol. You know, if that dog can fight each day, we can all fight each day. And that's the reason I think I'm ahead in the polls is I'm preaching a message of continuing to fight to make our town better than today, when it was yesterday.
Well, I think a lot of your success is that you come from money and people like that. People like someone rich.
Yeah.
And they like that you're willing to yell at anybody. I mean, politics is not about who's the best. It's about who's the richest and the loudest. And
Donald Trump, 2016.
Yeah, I think you're really doing that, and you're really showing this town that what we deserve to have as our mayor. And I for one, am excited for all the new laws.
I also think you're because you're yelling and screaming, you're kind of a man of the people. You know what I mean? And their
thank
voices are so important. They're so
Yeah,
important
like
to all
not
of
only
us.
is this town filthy and horny, it is angry.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. A lot of people come through the school and they say, Mr. Levis, he's a pretty mild mannered fella. How's he get up there on stage and just turn into this sort of dictatorial kind of, I've heard
You really
comparisons.
flip a switch, people
I do, and I've got a switch to flip, and I do.
Yeah.
And maybe that's from, the years of competition that were bred in my family.
Yeah.
And the years of sort of fighting against who I am to live a meager lifestyle. I did finally buy a new house. I got rid of the tiny house. And
It is huge.
and it's what I would like to call, and what Guinness Book of World Records has decided is the largest house in America.
Wow.
Thank you very
Guinness
much.
loves this town.
Yeah, Guinness. I sent, and the email you were sending things to,
Right.
It's the right one.
It is.
It is.
And is it true that while they were there measuring your house, you also won for stinkiest bathroom?
You won 3 or 4 Guinness Awards that day, didn't you?
Yeah. Stinkiest
liberal.
bathroom. Stinkiest bathroom was 1. Shortest backyard grass was number 2.
And meanest to the Guinness employees.
Yes. Yeah.
So when they were there giving you awards and you were just screaming at them and having, did you
I
think
said
you were
it's
at a
not
debate?
enough. One is not enough.
Jesus.
And they said, listen, those fat twins on bikes really gave it to us, but you're beating them on this one right now.
Yeah.
And so is it true now? This may be embarrassing. Is it true that you tried to also win fattest twins on bikes and built a doll?
You built a bad paper mache doll of yourself.
I did, and a lot of people would say, "Wow, your artistic creativity is pretty incredible, Mr. Levis."
Who would say that?
A lot of people. If you'd have seen the process, I sat in my living room and I covered myself in paste. I sliced up a newspaper.
But
and
we saw the live stream.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. You didn't hit any likes or anything like that on Facebook Live. I thought
I just caught it in the town square where it was up on the big screen.
Oh, that's good. That's
I
good.
saw it. I just didn't like it.
That's upsetting. But yeah, I sat in my living room and created a paper mache version of myself to try to rival the fattest twins on bicycles.
And they found you out, or did you get it?
I was not big enough, is what they said.
Really?
Yeah, I was not
You went
big
through
enough.
all that. And
You made it too small. You
Yeah, I
gotta
made myself too
right.
small. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
we want to do a quick segment this week, everybody. We actually have had a suggestion box out on the front lawn of the school, trying to get suggestions of things we can do
just
better.
a loose box laying out in the lawn.
With a little sign attached to it that says suggestions, comments, concerns, and we
It's a
just
hole
want-
in the top and the bottom of the box, so it's been a while to actually get a suggestion to stick. We keep getting suggestions and finding them on other places. on
It's
campus.
more
They're
of
going
a
around.
tube.
Yeah. But this is
It's kind of, they call it, kids have been graffitiing on it. They call it the wind tunnel, so nothing's stayed in that thing.
But luckily, we did have a few things wind up in there, and we're just going to take a moment to address these
does
comments
get
on.
very drafty in the
Right around
suggestions. I went to put one in there and it was immediately whipped out.
Well, I can address that. I was asked to make it, and I made it out of one of those tornado money machines. I cut the bottom out of one of those and said that'll do.
It's honestly the worst thing you could make a suggestion box out of.
Okay, wow.
Sorry. I'm sorry,
You know,
Todd.
it's made to shoot paper out of itself.
Okay, be careful. You're getting cut from my play with that kind of
All
talk.
right. Well, anyway, this is a segment we're just going to call very simply the suggestion box. right.
All right, so this segment is called Tube. I got one. This one is for Todd Padre. It says, Todd.
That's me.
Anonymous tip. Interesting. I think I've seen the Wemberleys in the creek. Also, did you know that they've been chipped? The local vet has their location for a price.
Well, as you all
Signed
know,
Anonymous.
As you all know, I'm producing a documentary called Finding the Wemberleys about so the twins of the Wemberley family that supposedly died in my theater class. And I think they faked their deaths, and recently more twins from the family have died. I think they're all faking their deaths. And this is a hot tip. So the Wemberleys are chipped like a dog, and all I got to do is go to the vet. This is good. I'm going to get my director in there. I'm going to get a camera, and I'm going to go in. Where did they say? The quarry?
They said they've been seen in the creek.
Okay. Well, time to get my floaties on, and I'm going to go in there and find those. This is a hot
Yeah, and that creek's pretty shallow. I don't think you need floaties.
Well, we'll see. If I have to pee in there, I got something to hold me up while I'm laying down.
Smart.
Good luck with
All
that.
right, what's another one?
I got one.
Hey, if anybody else, let's keep using the suggestion tube for hot tips on finding the Wemberleys. I think that's very helpful for me. And also, any tips on how to get my wife back? Let's go ahead and throw those in the tube too. Thank you very much.
I got one here. It's for you, Mr. Weatherman. Says, Mr. Weatherman crashed a limo into my restaurant. Just left it there. Can you tell him to call me? And then it has a number.
No, don't tell me. Just let's not deal with it.
You got your ears covered.
I wish I had more information here. I wish I knew which restaurant it was. We could maybe help a little bit more.
And all right, I know I just said, put some direct help for me, which is not a suggestion, but that's not a damn suggestion. I'm saying right now, don't just tell me what you want me to do.
So the suggestion is they want me to call them and apologize?
I believe that the suggestion would be, can you come get the limousine that you left crashed into their restaurant out of their restaurant?
Okay, don't they want business? Do they not want business? There's already a limo there. Now we're just waiting for the date.
It did cause a bit. There was a lot of news coverage on this crash, and it gave the owners of the restaurant a lot of sympathy. So.
Thank you. What is it? Is this the Sbarro? Sbarro on 12th?
What's the number? What's the phone number?
I can't say it out loud.
Or is this the Fuddruckers on 13th?
Based on the number, I think it might be the Fuddruckers.
Or was
be
it
the
the
Outback on 14th.
Or was it the Rudfuckers?
The Rudfuckers, I love that themed restaurant all about hating Paul Rudd and his family. that restaurant is so fun.
It's so specifically themed, but it's very fun. I like when you fart on the Clueless poster.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
What
too.
a great activity to do at a restaurant.
The good thing is we won the first basketball game of the season, coached by yours truly.
Well,
But you were absent that night, right?
Well,
for most of the game, you were not courtside.
No, I was the coach that took over.
Your alter ego took over, right?
That's correct. Bethany took over halfway through the game because the coach got sick, and we won unbelievably. We won by 60 points, being coached by me as a woman.
You as a woman is a great coach.
Thank you. Yeah, I was hoisted out of there on everyone's shoulders. It was a real highlight.
Well, that's great. That's really, truly great. And now I think it's time for us to introduce our guest for today. We're glad to have a parent on the show today, everybody. A new perspective. We haven't had the perspective of a parent in a long, actually ever. So today we'd love to take a moment to welcome a parent of one of our students, Mrs. Marla Nuvaring. Marla, how are you?
Hello. Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning, boys.
Big 7-Eleven cup full.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I got my salty Greyhound.
And what is that?
Oh, it's, let's see, we got vodka, we got Epsom salt, it's a little drop of grapefruit juice, and my secret ingredient, a little touch of saline solution.
Okay, so more salt.
I love
So
salt.
salty vodka.
I got news for you. Salt makes me tick. You know what I mean?
So your intention is to completely dehydrate yourself while you're having a drink.
Well,
Yeah, you
I
have
think
some-
if I drink a lot of salt, then that makes me allowed to drink more. Do you know what I mean? And what else is fun?
Now, Marla, I recognize you now seeing you. When I saw the
Yes.
name, I thought, I don't know this person's name.
Yeah.
We kind of all know you on campus, and I hope this isn't offensive to you.
No, nothing is it. Guess what? Life's too short.
That's a great attitude, because we all know you as drunk mom on campus.
Okay, fun mom.
Well, drunk mom, yeah.
Well, fun drunk, right? I don't get sad. Sometimes, but I'm only by myself.
A lot of times.
But I'm only alone when I get sad. When I'm in public drunk, I'm having fun.
That's right. You like to throw a lot of parties.
Oh, I love a party. Because, my husband just let me redo the kitchen. And so now
He let you?
Well, you know what I mean. You know how it goes in the marriage,
I don't, unfortunately.
I have sex with him once a year, and he lets me remodel something. Isn't that fun?
Kind of a one-for-one trade.
I don't understand numbers.
Well, okay.
Okay, so anyway, I remodeled. What are those called? An
open floor plan.
floor plan kitchen for parties.
And what you did was you took everything out of the kitchen,
Yeah.
and you just made it a big bar.
Yeah, it's a bar with one toaster oven because I gotta have my pigs in a blanket.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you are just a ball of fun. You're a blast to have around.
I'm a big ball of fun. I just call my husband one big ball because he only has one ball. Did you know that?
Whoa,
Oh,
no.
we did know that.
I got news for
yeah.
you. My husband has one ball.
Okay. Well,
That's why. Yeah.
no, go ahead. That's why.
That's why I only look at it once a year.
Now, you're kind of famous for telling some pretty deep family secrets to anybody on campus.
Oh, give me one salty greyhound, and I'll tell you all. It's a secret revealed.
Well, you have the most children at this school, correct?
I have 18 children. Then I have 7 Nuvarings currently wedged inside of my cervix, but
your last-
none of them work.
Your last name is Nuvaring as well. Did you decide to change your last name?
Yeah.
to
You
Nuvaring?
started that, correct?
Well, guilty.
It's not an accusation.
Okay, well, it's funny, though, when I say guilty. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes. Okay.
You know it's funny.
Sorry, I missed the joke on
Yeah, that
one.
was fun. Okay, that's fine. I have more. If you want to hear them.
What's your favorite joke? So it's,
Oh, this is
guilty.
good.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's good, right? Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So okay.
Yeah.
So if I were to say to you, "Hey, how you doing?" What was your favorite joke back?
2 sheets to the wind.
Oh, okay.
Do you get it?
Now, to me, a joke is something with a setup and a punchline. It seems
Well-
like you more just say whatever
It's like a
after
catchphrase.
someone asks you a question. Yeah, catchphrase.
Well, I got news for you. There's no way I'm going to do what you want.
Was that a joke?
Yeah.
I don't think I got it, but it was funny.
Thank you. That's sweet.
Yeah,
He's the nice one, I think.
Do you? Yeah. So what are you driving these days?
Oh, let's see. I got my Prius, but I don't drive it because I like to waste gasoline.
you do.
These days,
I've seen you pouring it out in your front yard, just on the lawn.
Big time. These days, I'm riding around on the back of my kid, Juan Carlos.
Wow.
Now,
That's cool.
he was
He's
named
a-
after
he's
The
a-
Bachelor, correct?
Yes, I love The Bachelor.
What year was that? Did that come out?
A couple years.
2008.
So you ride around on your 8-year-old son's back?
Oh, you mean what year did he come out?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. I have
But
so
that's so
many.
crazy. So you
kidding?
ride around on your son's back. You have so many vehicles at your house just constantly running to burn gas.
Yeah.
You could use any of these vehicles. I saw you have a boat out in front of your house just running on land.
Oh, I have one boat and it's always on. And I also have 7 horses. And
That's right.
one very big dog. What are those called? Those hairy big dogs?
No, you
Beethovens.
have a bear.
Oh, that's why He tried to scrape my face off.
Yes.
Oh my God! Yesterday, my daughter.
I saw you walking your bear the other day. That's a horrifying sight in town.
Well, it's funny.
So you know it's a bear.
Well, you told me just now.
Okay, so
it's funny. It's funny to you if it was just a big dog, but now it's even funnier.
And sometimes that bear punches my daughter Lavithi in the face.
Who?
Now Lavithi was after The Bachelorette, correct?
Yeah, the teacher.
I wish I knew more about that show.
I wish I could tell you, but I fall asleep most times.
So you have 18 kids. You're very active in the school. You've obviously been around many times. You know most of the teachers,
Yeah,
You've campaigned to be the president of the PTA every year for the past 10 years.
Oh, well, I think that the PTA could use a little fun and charm. And I have both.
I don't disagree with you. I think PTA meetings are pretty dry, which is why parents don't want to get involved.
Thank you. I'm glad you brought that up because,
You did run a PTA meeting once. They let you run it. And most of it was just you cooking bacon-wrapped hot dogs in one of those things outside of a club
and
type of thing.
did you hear any complaints?
Yes.
it was on the news. That place burnt down.
Well,
You burnt down the common room here at the school.
Well, you can't believe anything you read.
We saw it, though. We
Can't believe
saw it.
anything you see. And the only thing you can believe, me.
Oh, well,
I made bacon-wrapped hot dogs. I made bacon-wrapped crescent rolls. Do you know those?
Yeah.
I wrapped my, this was fun. I wrapped my head in bacon, and I tried to put it in the oven. And everyone's going, no, please.
Yeah. Well, after the bear attack and also that you baked your head.
My face is very scraped up.
I was going to say you're beautiful. I mean, if you had ever needed a
Whoa,
ride,
Sam.
I just think, I just felt the thing here. I don't know.
Oh, marry
Sam's
me.
eating a piece of bacon off of the back of her neck.
Yeah.
This actually doesn't taste very good. It tastes pretty raw still.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I've had myself wrapped up for 7 days.
yeah, I mean, you smell delicious.
Is that a biblical thing or
7 days?
wrapping yourself up for 7 days?
Oh, no. I don't read the Bible.
Oh.
I read one Bible one time.
Oh, so you
read?
do.
What kind of are you a literature buff?
You don't
or?
read the Bible, but you read a Bible.
I read
Front to
a Bible one time in a hotel room in Wisconsin. Wait, no, it wasn't Wisconsin. I was in Napa Valley.
Very
Can I ask you a
I was
question?
on a diet. Yeah.
Did that Bible just have a lot of suggestions for what to eat in the neighborhood?
Yes.
Okay.
It did.
That wasn't the Bible.
And it gave me the Wi-Fi password. And well, that's all I can remember. I think it did have some very pretty pictures of the bathroom.
Is it a house manual?
My husband is handicapped, so we have to get the big room when we go to a hotel.
That's right.
Well, that's nice. You get the big room.
Yeah, but who of you is single? Because
think I
I don't
was.
believe it.
I am single, unfortunately. I think we all are.
You're single. You're single, but you're dating.
I am dating. Yeah, I am currently in love with Mr. Cravy's alter ego, Miss Lunch Lady
Bethany.
Hart.
Yeah.
And you're still dating your ex-wife
Alter
as well,
ego.
right?
Well, yes.
Oh, I thought that was a different person.
No. I'm Bill. I'm just dressed as a woman. I'm now the basketball coach here as Bethany Hart. I'm the lunch lady / basketball coach.
I have a question for you, Miss Nuvaring.
Yeah. Ask away. I'm an open book.
How did you get your bear?
Yeah. Oh. Well, I went. Do you want the long or the short story?
Short. Oh, oh my God.
Oh, here we go.
They're even further apart now.
Come over here.
And stay away from the futon.
Okay. They're spit over the ground.
They're just spitting on the ground. Now they're making fart noises at a picture of a baby.
Oh, I came.
Oh, my.
And I did not. I cannot wait
Thank
to.
you. Thank you.
Okay.
So anyway, I went to the circus. There's a bear. He's so funny. They put a little tutu on him. I don't remember. This was, 8 years ago? And,
at none of this point did you think this must be a real bear. You thought it was a large dog in a tutu.
Well, yes.
So for 8 or 10 years, you've thought you've had a large dog.
Well, big animal equals big animal.
What do you feed the bear?
Pretty much my daughter's hair.
Pretty much. And that's sustainable for the bear.
Well,
what do you think? Now, I've seen your daughter's hair, and she's a young girl covered in steaks.
Yeah.
That's what I would describe her as.
She was famously the first woman to ever have a steak hair implant. Is that right?
Yes, and I am proud of that. We went to Dr. Beef. We went straight down to Dr. Beef.
I've seen commercials for Dr. Beef, and to me, that seems like a restaurant. The commercials are for a restaurant.
Yes, but he does back alley implants, hair plugs.
Yeah.
It's definitely a restaurant.
It's a restaurant for your
If it's a restaurant, then how come my daughter has steak sewed into her scalp?
Well,
I don't appreciate that.
I think she's got you there, Levis.
She does have me. You have me.
This is why you're single.
Okay.
Wow. Whoa. This is contemptuous here.
Why? Specifically?
Because you're talking trash, pardon my slang, about my daughter's steak hair implants, and I don't appreciate it.
Oh,
She's
come
beautiful.
on.
She's a little chunky, but she's beautiful.
Why did you give that qualifier?
What?
She's a little chunky.
Yeah, she's a little chunky. What do you mean qualified?
Don't say that about your daughter.
Well, she is.
If anything, she's a lot
She's a little
chunkier.
chunk muffin. She's my little chunk
She's in your theater class, is that correct, Todd?
That's right, and she is one of the most tortured souls of them all in there. I mean, she could write a good play one day.
Ooh, I hope it's about me.
Well, if it is true to her life, I think it can be powerful. But I have her doing some stuff in my production. I have a restaurant scene, and I think I'm going to have her play the steak in it.
That's
She's
good.
I recently at practice yesterday, I made her the center. No, I'm sorry.
basketball
She's also on the basketball team. I made her the center because she's frightening for a lot of our opponents with the steak hair and the chunk.
I will say, when she plays, those boys on the side that have to mop up sweat, they really have to mop because that's like a greasy steak on the ground. They're really mopping up
It's
the
raw.
sweat.
It's a rare steak.
Some of those steaks in her hair have looked like they were maybe you were in a pinch and you browned them and ate a little bit of them.
Well, I'm supposed to be on a diet. But I get hungry sometimes, and she's got steak hair, and my other son has a underarm
fries.
Yes, you've seen them, and sometimes I want steak frites, like France. Ooh la la.
Hey, he has French fries. He had his armpit hair replaced with French fries.
By Mr. Beef,
Great
right?
idea.
But,
Dr. Beef, Dr. Beef.
not Mr. Beef, Mr. Fries.
I'll tell you this: your kids, especially your
Not
son.
Doctor, Mr.
All right, so
Mr.
there is
Fry.
a Dr.
And
Beef.
he's very, very.
He
like,
lives.
pushy
Well,
about
he
that.
lives in the kitchen at Arby's.
He lives there?
Yeah, I get hungry. So I'm supposed to be losing 85 pounds, but I get.
You can't weigh over 110.
I don't, but I need to be disappear.
Trying to get down to 25.
pounds?
What do you mean you're trying to disappear?
What is your goal weight?
Is that what you've maybe heard some people in this town do to disappear? They just lose so much weight they can't be seen?
That's what those twins did? They lost so much weight. They
Wait, hold on,
disappeared.
what?
They lost so much weight. They disappeared.
The Wimberleys?
And you know that for a fact?
Yeah, those little twins.
I thought they died in Todd's theater class.
I don't know, but guess what? I'm glad they're gone because they punched my daughter right in the face.
Well,
Beef daughter?
I'll just say wherever they are, they're causing a lot of damage to the world. And a lot of people's reputations. Stupid.
You're a blast. I mean,
Thank
you're just
you.
so fun.
You
You're
guys are holding
so
hands, interlocked fingers over there.
bright. You know what I mean?
He's sitting down behind a piano and sort of doing
James Blake.
Yeah, kind of a James Blake song.
She came from somewhere.
Oh, sing that song. Sing that.
No, not James Blake. Michael McDonald?
He's doing Michael McDonald.
And she's
Harmonizing.
She's harmonizing.
Thank you.
This is as good as the
Thank you.
Doobie Brothers show I saw at the State Fair last year.
Ooh, Doobie Brothers.
That State Fair was
I was at
legendary.
that show. That was a good show. Blackwater was just, whew.
It was great. I mean, they forgot most of the words to it.
They did.
But I think
Sometimes
that
they said,
song
what
is-
is it, blue water? This blue water on 3. 1, 2, 3. And then they said, stop. No, it's not that. What is this song called? And then they said 25 to 6 to 4. No, we just played that. Eventually they got
So it was
on
a
the same
bad
page.
show. It was not a great
I mean,
show.
I enjoyed the confusion.
It's unique for sure.
It's very real.
I don't listen to that kind of music. I only see Menopause the musical. Do you do that in your class? That'd be fun.
We don't do that.
You should.
For me, musicals are a little unfun.
What? Those are so fun. Hot in the name of menopause.
That's one of the songs?
Before you menopause.
That's one of the songs.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we will do it because that sounds like a good. That sounds
fun,
like good
right?
parody
That's
right
fun.
there.
Yeah, that's fun, and we all all get it.
I want to take this opportunity. You know, we as teachers often have to interface with parents. You know, we have parent-teacher conferences. And stuff
Often,
like that.
I would say very often.
I mean, at least once a week, I've got a parent coming in to complain about something.
I'd love to throw some water in their faces.
Parent came in to complain the other day once I had gotten out of my outfit and I had to quickly shove my face into a pie, and she just let me have it.
What I wanted to do, though, is I wanted to ask you, Miss Nuvaring,
Yes.
Is there anything as a parent that you would like to see changed or done differently in this high school?
I want more decorations in the hallways, number one.
You want to deck the halls.
Exactly. But with no Christmas stuff because I'm a Jew. So I don't appreciate
What do you want in the hallways?
I want, those little, you go down to Mexico City and they have those little streamers.
That's like paper decorations.
Yeah,
like
like that.
They
And
look
then
like
maybe
little napkins.
some, little mini fridges where you can have some snacks or a bottle of Heineken or something
One
like
bottle.
that.
Well, this is a high school. I don't know if we can put alcohol in the hallways.
Well, I think that would be fun.
So you want holiday decorations that are one opened bottle of Heineken,
Yeah.
some paper, and mini fridges.
I think that'd be fun. And I also want easier drop-offs.
That is a complaint we hear a lot at the school because we actually don't. There's no gate.
Right.
There's no gate.
Because I'm riding in on my bear. And there's not enough room to turn around.
Well-
and sometimes that bear gets a little wild, and I'd like some
Sometimes.
extra room.
That bear's always wild at the drop-off line.
I mean, if you want me to take my llama, I can, but the llama likes to stay home in the back.
And you're, of course, referring to that other bear you have.
Its name is Llama.
Yeah.
Very different temperament, that bear. It's a much more relaxed and chill bear.
Yeah, we make that bear eat cans.
I'd like to get your opinion on something. We got prom coming up. All the students seem pretty excited about it, unfortunately, because I'd love them all to go to my play. Do you have any prom advice for these kids based on your prom experience, or you've had some of your 18 kids have graduated already?
Don't go with a gay.
Unless, of course, you are gay.
I guess.
And is that Is that based off of something that happened to you?
Well, I went with a gay, and, we, did not have a lot of fun. My tip would be take a buddy.
Okay.
Instead of going on a date, or you're saying in addition to your date?
In addition.
Okay.
The buddy could be the mom.
Oh.
Not saying anything, but I would love to go to the prom.
You've been to the prom every year as a buddy, is that correct?
Yes.
What was your favorite theme?
RuPaul's Drag Race.
That was a
Which
good
was
one.
which was heavily pushed by you.
That's right. That was 2 years ago. RuPaul's Drag Race. That was the prom that was shut down early.
Yeah, because I had all my
You
wigs
kept telling
on.
the students to sissy that walk
Yeah.
and make them walk, and then you would make them lip sync for their life.
Yeah, and I was doing the Vogue.
But ultimately, like Drunk Mom said, it was shut down because she had all of her wigs on.
That's
I
true.
had
Just it
too
got
many
too crazy.
wigs.
And I think they made
All the
the right
kids
decision.
wanted to try
I
them
think so,
on.
too. I
And
think
you,
so, too.
and you, at the year are at the prom every year are known to dance the dirtiest.
Yeah, I took a dirty dancing class back in '85.
The movie, right?
Yeah. I watched the movie and I took a class.
So you do that thing where you get
Yeah,
lifted up.
Yeah, I do that thing.
You
lift it up.
force a student
I do that
to lift
thing where
you
I
up.
just they teach you to just rub your pussy.
Okay, so it is dirty. It's not the movie.
I'm not sure I understand what this class
no.
was.
Rub the pussy.
Well, I'll tell you what, the prom this year is set to be interesting, if nothing else. The theme, actually, I don't know if you've heard this, but the theme that was decided on by the students is it was written in. Still some sort of mystery campaign to get this written in, but the theme this year is going to be This is Gay.
If you guys want to do the prom in my house, you can.
We'll take that into account. We don't really plan the prom, and I think they're already doing it there, but that is
Okay,
further
well,
from the
just
school.
a suggestion.
We'll ask
Oh,
Miss
don't get
Holloway and see.
defensive.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll see. We're not saying no. We're just saying we'll see.
If you can lock up the bear and the llama bear, then
No,
maybe.
no, I can't.
Okay, then
No.
I'll say we'll probably won't do it.
They're dates to the prom.
They have dates?
They go as dates. They are
They go
dating.
to prom
Are they
together.
enrolled at the school?
Not yet.
Yeah.
You keep submitting them. I've
Miss
seen the
Holloway
submissions.
keeps saying, "No, you can't have this happen here."
Well, she's in a coma right now, so you
Yeah,
might
so
can
Oh,
sneak
maybe
them
I
in.
can sneak them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
did
that-
say they are having a meeting at her hospital bed with the prom committee this
They
week.
are. Well,
to
hey,
work
if they
things
make
out.
it into prom, I tell you what, I will vote for them as prom king and queen. I for sure will.
And then
Thank
I'll
you,
take
and
this.
that's
Not me.
I'll say this. Just in the future, the prom is of course coming up. Also, my mayoral election is coming up. I think as a general rule, as a society in this town, maybe let's all decide to not write in "This is gay" in
Yes.
any of the upcoming elections. Prom
Absolutely.
king, queen, mayor, town hall, any of those things. Like let's just say that has run its course.
Yes.
We will commit to letting the prom be themed "That is gay," but from now on. Let's limit our write-ins, if anything, to actual people.
And please, everybody, come to the region basketball game. We are going up against the Fighting Bibles, and we are looking to take that crown this year. Actual crown.
My son's in that team.
He is. Your son is a very
He's
good
the
player.
tall one.
And also,
Oh, yeah. No, I know. He's the point guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but
Yeah,
he's
he's
on
the point
it.
guard. He's fantastic.
and if you are
He's the one with
18,
the hamburger mustache?
Yes.
Yeah.
and if you are 18, please get out to the polls on Tuesday. The election is this Tuesday, and I will hopefully be hosting this podcast as your to-be mayor.
I hope so.
And you know, if not, it's okay. We do have a great mayor, but I do believe I'd be better than him. And I think
Remember, crazy limos, guys. I'm just sitting around.
Ooh.
I'm available. Yeah.
Well, you're sitting around in neutral rolling.
Yeah. I got one outside. Uh-oh.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for listening to the Teachers Lounge this week. We had a great time with Miss Nuvaring, and we'll be back next week. Thank you so much, and as always, stay flippy.
Class is out and the coat is on. I got a couple things on my chest I got to get off. Cut me some slack and pour me a cup of that joy. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge. Let's wrap it up in here.